l'antico viaggio che facevo con Paola, perché
It was my first trip with Paula. We met the previous winter. We had plans to marry the following year.
bisogna sposarci l'anno successivo.
To tighten your belt, pull on the loose end of the strap. Release your seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, flight vests are located beneath your seats. Flight vests will firmly on the red cord, only when you're leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest, blow into the number. Yes, and LTV. Flight 763. Permission for takeoff. Ground.
Roger that, clear for takeoff. Final trip question.
The crew was flying a French-made ATR-72. The small turboprop is perfect for short flights. It doesn't need a lot of maintenance or guzzle a lot of fuel. Just after 2:30 in the afternoon, the plane takes off. 49 minutes after takeoff, flight 1153 is 400 miles away from its destination, Jerba.
So we started chatting with other passengers. We were all excited. We talked about the vacation.
Like Luca and Paolo, Barbara Baldacci is on her way to Jerba for a vacation with her fiancé, Francesco.
Barbara aveva 23 anni. Barbara was 23 years old. She was on the verge of realizing her lifelong dream of graduating in biology. After writing her final exam, she decided to take a vacation with her fiancé, Francesco.
Then 75 miles from the nearest land, and 23,000 feet above the sea, the plane's right engine stops working.
We've lost engine number 2. Let's get to 17,000 feet.
PUI 1153, request 170. PUI.
Captain Garhi begins an emergency descent.
Sending 170.
When you have a single engine plane up, you will descend down to a lower altitude, the air is thicker, the color is more efficient.
Under current conditions, the ATR-72 can best fly on one engine at an altitude of 17,000 feet.
Power lever, flight idle.
The crew struggles to restart the right engine.
Negative.
Check. But then, less than 2 minutes after the first engine quits,
Stop. Engine number 1 is flamed out.
both of the plane's engines have stopped.
Si è spento inizialmente il motore destro.
The engine shut off.
Ovviamente pensavo un po' servito.
Our first thought was of a terrorist attack, since there were so many at the time. We tried to figure out what was happening, so we looked towards the cockpit to see if someone was trying to sabotage the plane.
Se qualcuno voleva sabotare l'aereo.
The plane is now falling to the sea at 800 feet per minute.
Mayday! 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 PUI 1153. We've lost both engines. Request immediate landing at Palermo.
The crew still hopes to reach an airport, but they have 70 miles of ocean to cross before they're over land. Crews are trained for almost anything. There's a checklist for them to follow to solve most problems, including what to do when both engines die.
Both engines planned on a checklist. Fuel supply, check.
The pilots don't know why their engines have stopped. The only clue they're getting is a low fuel feed warning.
Low pressure warning light tells the pilot that there's low fuel pressure going to the engine. Now that could be a mechanical problem, or that could be a contamination problem.
The crew follows the steps laid out by the manufacturer to relight their dead engine.
Fuel supply, check. Power lever, flight idle. Start. Engine relay. Negative.
Get shockwave. The captain asks the cabin crew to bring the onboard engineer, Shockwave Agui, to the cockpit.
Palermo approach. PUI 1153. We've lost both engines. Request immediate landing.
The close reported in Palermo, on the Italian island of Sicily.
DUI at 1153 Palermo. I commented you are here landing. Palermo approach, what is our distance to the airport? Your distance to Palermo is now 48 nautical miles.
An ATR-72 will fall from the sky at a predictable rate. 1 foot down for every 60 feet forward. 48 nautical miles is further than the plane can glide.
Look at Willie.
If they can't restart their engines soon, they'll be forced to ditch at the sea.
Ditching at sea is a very difficult decision to make because it's a hard thing to do. You have swells, waves, wind. Is anybody going to see you? How long is the plane float?
Landing a passenger plane on water is extremely dangerous. In 1996, an Ethiopian Airlines pilot was forced to bring his 767 down on the Indian Ocean. The ditching was reported by a tourist on a nearby beach. 50 people survived, but 125 people died. The crew of this small plane doesn't usually include an engineer. When there is one on board, he usually travels in the cabin.
But the guy said, I remember this person looked at the stewardess and shook his head as if saying no after the second engine had shut off. Poi allo spegnimento di tutti e due i motori. Per cui io ho capito che stava cercando di fare qualcosa. That gesture showed there was nothing left to do.
The crew of Flight 1153 has tried all it can. They're running out of time and options. Flight engineer Shokri Abui has joined in the struggle to get Flight 1153's engine started.
Can you run the checklist? Yeah.
The captain hopes the engineer will know something that isn't covered by the checklist.
I have to restart the engine. Right engine first. Check. Engine 2 start out on. Engine relay. Negative. Palermo approach. DUI 1153. Any closer airport where we can land? Negative. 1153. Palermo airport is the closest airport to your position. We're not going to make it. Prepare to ditch. Oh my God, Jesus. A me non hanno detto nulla. Io mi sono accorto che qualcosa. No one said anything. I noticed something wasn't right because the two engines shut off. More than once, I tried to get the stewardess's attention, asking what I should do. If I had to put on a life jacket, if I had to stand, if I should take off my shoes. I got no answer. She was in shock and started to cry.
The senior flight attendant does give the passengers direction.
The captain has decided to land the plane at sea.
I'll let you imagine the panic on board. People were screaming and crying.
Please stay calm and follow your crew instructions.
There were people in the front seat that had a baby girl. She had been playing and was so excited to now see the panic in her mother's